All right, guys. So today we are going to dive into the Scheda Ministeriale quiz, which is specific for those of you who are preparing to write the exam. So if you are just coming across this channel for the first time, this is Driving Skills Technique School, where we teach you on how you can also obtain the Italian driver license, which is the Patente B. So if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, then please I will encourage you to do so that whenever we drop a video, you will be the first to see our video. And also please I will encourage you to put on your YouTube notification so that you will be alerted whenever we drop a video. Okay? So let's proceed. The number one is said, la presenza del segnale raffigurato si poi sorpassare a destra il tram in marcia serve è lo spazio necessario. Oh yes, it is. The number one is vero, not falso. Okay? Because he said, in the presence of the sign shown you are seeing here, you can overtake the moving tram on the right if there is enough space. Oh, yes, it is. Meaning, when this tram is moving, if there is enough space, it indicates that you can overtake it on the right side. So, usually, overtaking is done on the left. But according to the question, it's telling you that if there is enough space during when the tram is transiting, then you can overtake it on the right. So the number one is vero, not falso. Okay? So let's move to number two. The number two is said, lo uso degli indicatori di direzione è necessario quando ci si arresta ad un semaforo rosso. No, it is falso, okay? Because he said the use of turn signal, which is the indicator, is required when stopping at a red light. No, okay? The use of turn signal, which is the indicator, are only used when you are turning left or you are turning right, or you are about to change lane, or maybe let's say, for example, you are pulling out or you are pulling over. So if you simply stop because the traffic light is red, then you do not have to turn on the signal. What you have to do is just to stop. Okay? So the number two is falso, not vero. The questions are set to trick you. Okay? So this is one thing you need to understand. So let's move to number three. The number three is said, il sorpasso è vietato in curva anche se la strada è a due carreggiate separate. No, it is falso, okay? Because he said overtaking is prohibited on bend, even if the road has two separate carriageway. It is falso, okay? Because on a road with two separate carriageway, which is two carreggiata, the general ban on overtaking on bend linked to the risk of you invading the oncoming lane. So it does not apply in the same way because the direction of travel are separated. So the number three is falso, not vero. Okay? So let's move to number four. If you can learn in this manner, then I guarantee you the exam will be yours. And also, please, whatever you don't understand, you can call the phone number if you want to join the private class. And I guarantee you, if you can learn in this manner, the exam will be yours. The number four is said, è consentito trasportare o trainare cose che strisciano su terreno se in parte sostenute da ruote. The number four is falso, not vero, okay? Because he said it is permitted to carry or tow things that slide on the ground if they are partly supported by the wheel of your vehicle. No, it is falso. Okay? Vehicle load must be arranged in such a way as to prevent them from falling or being scattered on the pavement. So, whether they are partly supported by the wheel, it is prohibited. So the number four is falso, not vero. È consentito trasportare o trainare cose che strisciano sul terreno se in parte sostenute da ruote. No, it is falso. Okay? So let's move to number five. The number five is said, il segnale raffigurato indica che è consentito proseguire diritto. Oh yes, it is. The number five is vero, not falso, okay? Because he said the sign shown you are seeing here indicate that it is permitted to continue straight ahead. Oh yes, it is. The direzione consentita dritto a destra panel you are seeing indicates that it is also permitted to continue straight ahead on this road. So the number five is vero, not falso. Okay? So let's move to number six. The number six is said, secondo le norme di precedenza nell'incrocio in figura, il veicolo esce. Devi attendere il transito del veicolo L. The number six is falso, not vero. Okay? Because he said, according to the rules of precedence at the intersection in the figure you are seeing here, vehicle H, which is the yellow vehicle, must wait for vehicle L, which is the blue, to pass first. No, it is falso, okay? Because according to the rules of precedence at the intersection in the figure you are seeing here, vehicle H, which is the yellow vehicle, is the first vehicle to leave the intersection, while the second vehicle is the A, which is the red, and while the third vehicle is the autobus. The L, which is the blue, is the last vehicle to leave the intersection. So the number six is falso, not vero. Okay, so let's move to number seven. The number seven is said, nell'incrocio rappresentato nella figura il conducente del veicolo D non hai l'obbligo di dare la precedenza ad alcun veicolo. Oh yes, it is. The number seven is vero, not falso. Okay? Because he said at the intersection shown in the figure you are seeing here, the driver of vehicle D, which is the red vehicle, is not obliged to give way to any vehicle at the intersection. Oh, yes, it is, because at the intersection shown you are seeing here, the vehicle D, which is the red vehicle, is the first vehicle to leave the intersection. Second, by the blue, by the green, followed by the green. The green is the second vehicle to leave the intersection, while the third vehicle to leave the intersection is the yellow vehicle followed by the blue. The blue is the last vehicle to leave the intersection. Okay, so the number 7 is vero, not falso. Okay, so let's move to number 8. The number 8 he said, La sosta è vietata su dosi. Oh, yes, it is. The number 8 is vero, not falso, okay? Because he said, parking is prohibited on speed bump. Oh, yes, it is. You are not allowed to do sosta or fermata on top of the speed bump. So the number 8 is vero, not falso. Okay, so let's move to number 9. The number 9 is said, il delineatore raffigurato viene utilizzato per rendere meglio visibili il body della carreggiata di una strada innevata. Oh, yes, it is. The number 9 is vero, not falso. Okay? Because he said the delineator shown you are seeing here is used to make the edge of the carriageway of a snow road covered more visible. Oh, yes, it is. Areas where snow usually gathers on the road is where you usually find the panel you are seeing here. Okay? The delineator shown you are seeing here is also part of segnale di complementare. So please do not forget, okay? The delineator shown you are seeing here is placed on the side of the road on mountain road where snow usually gathers the most. Okay, so the number 9 is vero, not falso. Okay, so let's move to number 10.